Hey, what is up? It's Blake here, Sunday morning, and I'm going to show you over the past few months the most expensive mugs that sold on eBay. And hopefully, you can take these listings, put them in your brain, go to thrift stores, garage sales, whatever, and buy mugs that are like these, the same model or similar models. Let's get into it, and we're going to be talking about a few of the trends too as we go through it. The first one, Hermes Africa Animals Orange Porcelain Tea Mug, whatever. The big deal is it's Hermes. That's a very popular fashion brand. And you can see here the mug is just basic, an African savannah design, I guess. Nothing too fancy. What gives it its value is this down here. The maker's marks is Hermes right there, and then Africa is the style or model made in Paris. And then the iconic orange box. You can see the guy here is showing some of the defects, but in the earlier pictures, like this one here or this one here, we can see that the mug came in this, and a lot of collectors are going to want that mug there as well. It kind of gives it its finishing touch. If you see this mug though at a thrift store or an estate store or whatever, even without the box, it's still going to sell for some good money, and people want the name, they want the name brand. That's going to be a trend we see over the next few. The next one is a Gucci mug, of course, naturally. It goes for $300. Shipping out of Japan though, so it's this is obviously a sought-after collector's item. It's two mugs and like a pottery square for holding tea or sugar or whatever it is. So this is a set of things, and you want to look at that. Sets are always, always, always going to sell for more and probably sell for faster, because if you want a certain thing, you want the whole thing. I guess if you're buying a replacement, that would be an exception, but the exception proves the rule. If you're not buying a replacement because you broke it, you want the whole thing. And as we look through these are the kind of pictures people are looking for. They want to see any small defects either in the porcelain or with the paint on the porcelain or whatever it's made of. No chips on here. It looks like less frequently used items, good condition outside. There are no noticeable scratches. It says here. Some of these are brand new, some are lightly used. This is someone who is selling some high quality hard goods. Their account, I looked into it, it is not only mugs. We'll see some people further on who I believe specialize in mugs. This one just basic, measured it up, gives an idea of how it is. What we're really looking for is how they're describing the scratches and imperfections. There is dirt on the bottom of the square dish. Man, this person's really going the extra mile. But again, these two brands, Hermes and Gucci, they do make coffee mugs. Brands like that make coffee mugs. I know it's crazy, but if you see a high luxury brand or even a streetwear brand, if you see a Supreme or an Off-White coffee mug, if they make those, buy them, because those brands sell. This, a less, well-known brand, Sasaki. Why the hell is it selling for, with shipping, almost $150? Why? Well, because as we go through here, there are actually 7 mugs. 7 of the same mug. And not necessarily is this like brand super insanely popular the way like Gucci or what would be, but it's a set. Sasaki right there, made in Japan. Very easy when you are in a thrift store to look up the brand name and the model name and where it's made on eBay comps and make some money that way. Again, these sold for 20 bucks a mug basically, which is really good, really solid. And they sold them all at once too, so shipping is going to be way cheaper, because these mugs, they weigh just enough, and you got to package them with enough styrofoam that you can't get away with first class shipping. You just can't do it. Again here, Tiffany & Co. Bone mugs, 2 mug set. Tiffany is a very popular jewelry brand. This like kind of robin's egg blue, I would say, is their iconic color. So when you see this, you always want to flip it over and look at the bottom and see it'll say Tiffany & Co. on the bottom. Made in Japan, so it says. Yeah, that's the same thing. I bet this woman got these at the thrift store. I bet she did, because they look kind of worn and dirty and just not, maybe they are hers, but this to me, because I think also, I've seen these before, I think they come in four mug sets. I think this is an example of someone who found it on a thrift store and is just going to make, how much do they make off this? $100. You know, honestly, they could have gone up a little bit, probably on price, if they had taken more pictures of the condition and shown the edge. What they want to do right here, I'll show you. Where you're going to have a lot of wear on mugs is along the rim right here. And so just showing pictures of any imperfections along here, along the entire mug, and taking effort to show that you are showing imperfections, because if you're a buyer, it's very easy to assume that the person's trying to scam you. And so by being overly forthright, you can get a lot more conversions on your looks, because the buyers are less hesitant and they have more trust in you, which again is kind of a foundational block of reselling, doing things to build trust with strangers on the internet. That's what we do. Excellent used condition, she says. I honestly, I would say the pictures would do more of the talking. Now here's kind of a one-off, right? One mug, not a set of mugs, the Pier 1 Mandarin mug. This is a style that people want. They like. At least one person wants this. It's kind of like that Danube blue type color going on. And again, what we're looking for in these mugs is, are there chips? Does it come with a set? No set. And then on the bottom, Pier 1 and then Mandarin would be the you know, model name or the style name or whatever it is. And that's what you're going to be looking up on eBay to see if it sells. $60 with shipping. The seller here, Roro's 9. I would bet they sell a decent amount of mugs. Yeah, 2 mugs right here. Gene Meyer Swed Cauliflower in this, so I would guess this is again thrift store, estate sale, garage sale mugs that are selling because people either they want to complete their set. You know, maybe the woman or man who bought this has a complete, you know, coffee mug or china set or whatever with this style. Whatever it is, the fact of the matter is, anything, we could almost consider this, if it was a book, we'd say it's out of print. It's out of production. That's where you're going to see a lot of money. Again, more Tiffany & Co. But this, what I wanted to show you as well, was not in a set. These come in sets. But this one was just a one-off mug by itself. Wow, the seller didn't even take a picture of the bottom of the mug. So I'm kind of surprised this sold for the price it did, because you wouldn't even, unless there are more pictures. No, there's not really in the bottom of the listing. I would say that this could have sold faster and for more money just by showing the maker's mark on the bottom of the mug. Unless even if it's worn off, you want to show that, because you're not giving as much information as you can to the buyer, and that's just going to cost you less money. And the final one I wanted to show you, kind of a weird coffee mug. It's called the Ember mug. I think it was a Kickstarter like a year ago. If it wasn't a Kickstarter, it was something like that, where it controls your temperature of your coffee. It's got an app on your phone, or you can just do it. I'm pretty sure it's an app, if I remember correctly. Yeah, kind of a novelty trick item, but these are all, you know, to an extent. Any coffee mug that sells for more than $10 has some novelty to it, whether it be from a collector or it's just to complete a set. The novelty of having that, you know, established 15-year-old set, that's something we should take into account. And so, is it really, even though it's kind of like funny to joke about how dumb this thing is and how stupid a temperature-controlled coffee mug is, the fact of the matter is someone wants it, someone's going to buy it. So if you're at a thrift store and you see some kind of weird, like it almost looks like one of those self-stirring coffee, espresso, whatever mugs, which are usually worth no money. And so if I saw this on the, you know, side of the thrift store, I might say, okay, looks like a hot plate. But again, you know, look things up. Ember right there is the name. When you put in Ember temperature-controlled coffee mug, you are, you know, for sure going to find this comp. It was sold as an auction, so I don't really know what the demand on this is. But if we do want to look, I guess I'll show you right here. Here's how you would do a sold listing on the desktop. So what we do is we go up here, Ember mug, search for it, go down to sold listings. Wow, 119. Yeah, that's way too much money. This is crazy. I guess actually this is worth a lot more than I thought it was. Those were selling for around $75 on Amazon when they were new. So maybe they are out of production as well. Maybe this is a further example of an out of production item. We'll do sold listings down here. I just clicked on it in the bottom left corner, and it'll show us these Ember mugs are going for around $65, $70. And they're selling, wow, you know, a couple a day. So again, We're learning things every day here. Every day, all new. Hopefully this video was helpful, showed you a few quick tips, a few things to look for when you're buying mugs, and an idea of the price range for the mugs they can go for. I mean, we can also do something crazy like, okay, let's say with this same sold listing search model, let's do, it's Sunday, NFL Day, NFL coffee mug. And this is going to be a good idea, this is going to be a good way to show us what the styles of these NFL coffee mugs are. In addition to, the top, big winners, these can pay the bills too. If you have enough of these coffee mugs going for 10, 15, 20 bucks, which is kind of what they're going for, it looks like. To sort by price, we go, and recently, we want to sort by price plus shipping highest to low. We want to make money, not lose money. And that's a football jersey. Here we go. NFL Green Bay Packers Brett Favre #4 ceramic coffee mug, 45 bucks. It doesn't even look like him. It just looks like a guy, like a person. We're gonna search used too, because these new ones, we're not, it's a new one to light, we're not gonna deal with that. We're doing used stuff only. Ed Reed Baltimore jerseys, Reebok sewn men's NFL coffee mug lot. So are they selling both of them at the same time? I don't know. NFL Miami Dolphins, 31 bucks. Miniature, these used to be in those little quarter machines, like the at the corner store. You could get those for $1. I used to have a bunch of those. But really, as far as NFL mugs go, it looks like anything with the team on it really is going to be valuable. There's nothing that I can tell you that's special about. There's no special like NFL licensed gear. When it has that sort of like texture to it, like the 3D design, those sell better. But everything else really, if it looks like it's got effort put into it, I don't know why the hell this has coffee mugs in it. Bonus coffee mugs included. That's why. So this person just wants to get rid of their trash. Anyways, guys, that's how you do it. Hope this video helped you. Hope it gave you an idea of what I look for when I go to thrift stores and what you can look for too. I think the most expensive mug I ever sold was a novelty mug that said, "Help, I can't adult." And it was like a 25th birthday mug, and it had a person like freaking out, like a sculpture on the side of it. So that's what we're gonna look for: name brands, sets, and kind of outrageous designs. And when you want to find out if the design is worth money, you just do what I did. Same thing on your app on your phone or on your laptop or desktop. See you guys later. Hope it helped. And Sunday, so go Lions.